Hello and welcome to another episode of Optics Trade Debates. Today, Theodore and myself, Andras, will talk about another series of the Sightron sport optics manufacturer. So we already did a video on S3, now we're doing a video on STAC. So we have 5 models here out of the 6 that are available. Yeah. What are some of the features that join these models?
Well, we already discussed in the previous videos that S3 is the workhorse of Sightron, so the most popular series. The STAC is, I would say, slowly catching up in popularity. So the S3. So we see in the numbers of sales that STAC is becoming more and more popular. And I believe in the future they will share the throne with an S3 regarding the sales numbers for Sightron. The main features are that all of these scopes are made in Philippines, so not in Japan, like all other Sightron scopes, or majority of other. They all feature 30mm tube,
yes.
And they feature a little bit bigger zoom factors than the S3. There is 1:7 model, which is lacking on our table at the moment. It's a wide-angle model with illuminated reticle. Then 2:10x32 model with a 5x zoom. Then 3:16 model, which has a little bit more than 5x zoom, and 42mm lens, very popular. 4:20x50, again 5x zoom, and 2.5:17.5, again 6 and something, 6x zoom. So we see different zoom factors, but they're always higher than 5. So compared to S3, they have a bigger zoom factor. Regarding historically speaking, the 1:7 and 2.5:17 were the first model introduced in this STAC line. I think it was in 2012 or something like that, 2013, so quite a long time ago. But the main growth of the whole series, especially in terms of sales, were those 3 models which are now here. 2:10x32, 3:16x42, 4:20x50. Those 3 models, I would say, they lift up the sales.
Even though the models that you mentioned up to now, they have the TAC, so they are the TAC, should be a tactical model, but they, as I see, they don't have the real tactical features, so they expose tactical turrets, I don't know.
Yeah, they don't have not even reticles in the first focal plane. So this TAC in the name, it's
a little bit misleading. Perhaps.
Misleading, yeah. And MOA clicks, 1/4 MOA clicks. So it's a misleading, but still, if you're searching for a scope below 1,000 euros, they do convince with the optical quality. With the brightness, the color fidelity, it's really, really here. The field of view is not as good as the other more expensive Sightrons, which is expected. And what is also very good is the eye relief. The eye relief is extremely long on this scope, so you're able to use them on really powerful rifles, even if the rifles are light and really kicking hard. With this scope, you will never get a scope case on your head.
And they do withstand the recoil of quite strong calibers as well, yeah. Right?
What was a great delight for us is that in 2019 now, we already got it in stock. They finally made an STAC which is tactical.
Yep.
So 4:20x50. We also have a blog post about it. I think you wrote it. Yeah, you saw it at SHOT Show for the first time.
And now at EVA in Germany.
So Andras, what are the features of this scope?
So if just by looking at it, you can see that it stands out of the STAC series. It has exposed tactical turrets. And what is more, it also has the zero stop function, which all the models from the STAC from up to now lacked. I think the zero stop is the same as on the S3 models, works on the same way, the same principle, very simple, very intuitive.
A ring around the turret,
yes,
where you set how low can a turret go when you're rotating down towards 0.
Then it has, the click value is 1 centimeter on 100 meters, so...
and mil subtension, so the reticle, so it's a mil scope.
It's also a first focal plane scope, so illumination, parallax adjustment with a side focus. Basically packed with features, I would say.
I think the only thing what is missing compared to more expensive tactical scopes is the locking function for the turret and mechanical turn indicator, which is again normal for this price point. This is a scope which is cheaper than 1,000 euros. I think
so it's priced even below the S3 series, and they do not have the mechanical turn indicator. So
true. They all the scopes in this line have integrated throw lever, except the both hunting models, we could say, the 1 to 7 and 2.5 to 17.5.
And it's a foldable.
Yeah, it's foldable throw lever.
Yeah.
It's really crude, so it's better to be used with gloves.
It is.
Because you can leave some of your skin on them quite fast.
Yeah, that's right.
But still, it's a nice feature. It's easier to use it this way. Nice addition, which is tactical, even though the only real tactical scope in this series is the new FFP. However, still, we also landed these scopes for test to some journalists. They really perform well. They track like we all expect from Sightron. Sightron is known for great tracking. They really offer great resolution for this price point, great colors, good light transmission rate. Field of view could be a little bit better. Let's be honest, but it's not bad. But when you are spoiled by the S3, then you notice that there is a little bit more of tunnel around it.
So a little bit of tunnel vision, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. But still, like all Sightron products, they feature great price point and great quality for the price, because we know Sightron doesn't invest into marketing. They don't invest in anything else. They just want to produce the best possible quality for the price the customer is paying, and this is something what they are really successful at providing.
What about the Reticle choice with the STAC series?
Well, the STAC is really interesting because all of these 2 to 10, 3 to 16, 4 to 20, they're all offered with a normal duplex reticle, which is basically usable for hunting, and with tactical reticles, or I would say at least resembling tactical, MOA2 and MOA3 styles of reticles. That means hashes in MOA subtensions.
And with the MOA2 and MOA3, the main lines are quite thin, right,
yeah,
for this price point. So
true.
This is probably one of the reasons why they're so popular.
Yeah, both of these two models, which are older, and this is interesting, they kept the name STAC, but you see the clear difference in philosophy of the scope and how it's made and how it's designed. When you compare these three models, so 2 to 10, 3 to 16, 4 to 20, to both older models, 1 to 7, the wide angle one, and 2.5 to 17.5. Those can be ordered with low hunting turret. I can see them here. So a low hunting turret, capped, but this is not meant for target use.
Yeah,
even with
classic.
A fast resettable zero. It's not a zero stop, but you just reset the turret to 0. So just pull it up and push it down. This is something what others lack. So with others, if you wish to reset 0, you need a wrench which is included in a package, just a key, just like a hexagonal key. Here it's different. It's more, well, it's hunting oriented, and both of these scopes have illuminated reticle. And you can choose either normal hunting 4 illuminated or MOA2 illuminated. In both cases, the dot is a little bit bigger. And I would say with a 2.5 to 17, it's normal. It's on a limit of being daytime usable. I would say more no than yes. With 1 to 7, it's a little bit more powerful, but still not really daytime usable if there is sun around it. So with 1 to 7, this is a little bit of a drawback. With 2.5 to 17.5, the only drawback of the dot is that it's a little bit bigger than we are used to. Used in the hunting scopes at the moment. It is however true that you get really good optics. You get a wider field of view. The 2.5 doesn't suffer any tunneling, and you get good resolution and good light transmission rate.
What would you say are the main fields of use for the STAC series? Who would
fields
be
of use?
Target audience for the Sightron?
I would say for this model, 2.5 to 17 hunters, which want to have a cheaper scope than premium European scopes.
Yeah, you have everything. You have illumination, you have capped low profile turrets.
Yeah, you have a really extreme zoom factor. You have wide field of view and really good optics, and at the price point of around 1,000 euros. At least when it came out, it wasn't a lot of competition. Now you have Delta Optical, you have Vixen, now you have a lot of competition, but at that time it was rare. It still is. At 1,000 euros, it's hard to get an optic as good as here in the other manufacturers. You can get a smaller illuminated dot, but this is for hunting. 1 to 7 is also most suitable for hunters, even though it would be a perfect scope if the illumination would be a little bit more powerful. But maybe IPS shooters could also use it, but I would say hunters. With all of these models, okay, let's say with these 3 models, which have target turrets, this is for someone who wants to invest, let's say, from 600 to 900 euros, something in this price range, and really wants to get the best possible optics with an extended eye relief. So it has a powerful rifle which kicks hard and doesn't want to invest a lot in the scope, but still wants to have really good optics and good tracking. These are those models. The tactical model, I would say it's competing with primary arms, it's competing with Vortex and similar at a lower price point. This is below 1,000 euros, or even substantially below 1,000 euros. And with, like we all expect from Sightron, really good tracking, which with scopes between 500 and 1,000 euros, it's quite rare. And with better optics than most of the competitors at the same price point. Because most of the competitors at the same price point are made in China. And not that there is something wrong with made in China, but the emphasis on optical performance is not as powerful as in Sightron. In Sightron, the emphasis on optical performance is the key element of each and any of their products. And you can see it here. The good thing is that they also now made available all the features someone would wish to have in an FFP mil-mil scope. With zero stop, with illuminated reticle, mil-mil configuration, everything, yeah.
So we have basically we have an STAC series with, this is a little bit of an outsider here right now,
yeah.
right?
At the moment it is,
yeah. So they might add
I hope they will.
The same turrets and so on.
The 3 to 16 by 42 will definitely come out in the same configuration.
Yeah, I think so.
I already saw the prototype, even though it's... But still, it's logical. If you already have it on 4 to 20, normally you will do a smaller model, because basically you just add the same reticle technology, add the same turret for parallax and illumination, and take the same turrets and put them instead of target turrets, and you have this scope. So it's a logical step they will probably do in the future. And like we see in the past gradually that all the sales numbers are rising for these scopes. This is because when people use them, they really see that they're good value for money. And this is their main selling point, good value for money.
Probably the basis of Sightron's philosophy, right?
Yeah, yeah. And even if it's made in Philippines, they do care that all their scopes are made in the same, with the same company philosophy in mind, like the S3.
And we all often mention that Sightron's philosophy is they do not invest a lot in marketing, but they do invest a lot into quality of optics, right?
They say we don't invest into marketing so that the customers can get better products for lower price. The warranty, I think we mentioned it, is 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
I hope.
Price range, we did say below 1,000.
Yeah, from 1,000 to 1,200, 300 with the hunting model, the big one, 56. But most of them are between 500 and 1,000 euros.
Now I think that we did mention everything that we intended.
Hopefully.
Yeah. If we didn't, if we forgot something, you're always welcome to leave a comment down there. And like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out our other videos. We'll do more on Sightron, of course, and see you next time. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.